श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवेभ्यो नमः। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। जय 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 गणनायक, जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय 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 गणनायक,
जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
हे शुभ मंगलदायक, विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक। हे शुभ मंगलदायक,
विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायक।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन,
गजवदना गौरी नंदन,
गजवदना गौरी नंदन।
गजवदना गौरी नंदन,
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन।
गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन।
जय 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 गणनायक, जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। जय जय जय
गणनायक, जय जय विघ्न विनाशक।
ओ जय जय विघ्न विनाशक, जय जय विघ्न विनाशक। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणपति भगवान की जय। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम प्रभाकराय विद्महे दिवाकराय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम आदित्याय विद्महे मार्तण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम अश्वध्वजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय
नमः।
ओम नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः
श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः
श्रीसूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः
आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः
आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः
दिवाकराय नमः प्रभाकराय नमः
दिवाकराय नमः प्रभाकराय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः ॐ
नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः
श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः श्री सूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः प्रेम से बोलो श्री सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की जय. We offer prayers to Bhagwan Shri Krishna this morning, and this morning the Kuntasamy family is here along with their extended family members. Approximately a year ago they lost their father, Mr. Narayan Samy Kuntasamy, and this morning they were blessed to do Shraddh ceremony outside for their father. Subsequently, Rudra Abhishekam to Bhagwan Shivji and all Devis and Devatas prayers. It's important to observe these rituals to bring closure, to allow the Atma, the souls of our ancestors, to become one with Paramatma, with the Lord. And so this is a family I've known for many years, and they're from their Mauritius family. And I've known them for many years. So this morning we pray with them and we seek the blessings of Bhagwan Shri Krishna on the Atma of their father. May his Atma, of course, become one with Paramatma, and may his blessings be always showered upon his children and all his relatives and friends. Let us pray to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Bhagwan Shri Krishna, when the prayers of the Lord is chanted, it is purifying. The prayers are purifying. It is uplifting. It is, re-energizing. And so we give thanks to Bhagwan Shri Krishna this morning and ask his blessings on all of them, and of course on all of you as well. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanurmardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram nayanam madhuram
hasitam madhuram
hridayam madhuram Gamanam madhuram madhuradhipate rakhinam madhuram madhuradhipate
रखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
मधुरम् मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वेणु मधुरो रेणु मधुर पाणिर्मधुरः पादो मधुरं नृत्यं मधुरं साख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं
सुतं मधुरम्
रूपं मधुरं
तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्। प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। श्री रामचन्द्र कृपालु भजमन हरण भव भय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख
कंज पद कंजारुणम्
श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनीर नीरज सुंदर पद पीत मानहु तरित रुचि सुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंशनि कंदन रघुनंदयानंद छंद कौशल छंद दशरथ नंदनम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
सिर मुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारुदार अंग विभूषण आजानु भुज सर चाप धर संग्राम जित कर दूषण। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम
इति वदति तुलसीदास
निरञ्जनं
मम हृदय गञ्जनिवास कुरु कामादिखल दल गञ्जनं श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम। प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की। The Devis now, Hanumanji Maharaj first. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Ham Hanumate Namah. Om Atulit Baladhamam Hem Shailabadeham Danujavan Krishanum Jnaninam Mragaganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Manojavam Marutatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayotamukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Das Maruti Ramdas Maruti
Das Maruti Ram Das Maruti
Das Maruti Ramdas Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Param Bhakt Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Param Bhakt Maruti
Bhakt Maruti Param Bhakt Maruti Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
Veer Maruti Gambhir Maruti
O Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti Gambhir Maruti प्रेम से बोलो श्री पावन सुत हनुमान की जय। Our prayers to the Devis to seek your blessings. Ma Durga, Ma Lakshmi, Ma Saraswati. Durga Devi, Mother of Shakti, Ichha Shakti or inner strength. Ma Lakshmi Devi is the mother of health, happiness, bliss, peace. She is called Kriya Shakti. And then we have Vidya Shakti, the mother of intelligence, the power of intelligence. We ask their blessings be showered in abundance upon all of you. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om जयन्ती मङ्गलाकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतारतिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री दुर्गा माता की जय। ओम श्री महालक्ष्म्ये नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्म्ये नमः। ओम श्री महालक्ष्म्ये नमः। ओम लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख संपदा मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते अस्तु महामाया श्रीपीते सुरपूजिते शंखचक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोलो श्री महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाध्यापः। प्रेम से बोलो श्री सरस्वती माता की जय। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
सर्व मंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके
शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी
नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
शंख चक्र गदा शंखा गृहीता परमायुधे
शङ्खचक्रगदा शङ्खा विहिता परमायुधे
प्रसिद्ध वैष्णवी रूपे नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते प्रेम से बोलो जगदम्बिका माता की जय बोले शंकर भगवान की भवानी शंकर भगवान की उमापति महादेव की Once again, we'd like to welcome you to our Sunday satsang, our Sunday morning satsang at the temple. All of you in the temple and of course those online. We're now going to do Shivji Bhagwan chantings. But as a reminder that we are in the holy month of Shravan. Shravan runs for 2 months this year. That's because of Adhik Mas. Every 2 years in the lunar calendar, there is an extra month. So it's placed differently every year, every 2 years rather. This year they placed the extra month in the between of Shravan. So the first 2 weeks from July 4th, first 2 weeks is Shravan. Then a month after that is Adhik Shravan, the extra Shravan. And 2 weeks after that month is the continuation of the regular Shravan Mass. It's not confusing, it's just look at it this way. Instead of 30 days, we have 58 days to celebrate Bhagwan Shivji's month. Shravan Mass is important because this commences the Chaturmas for Hindus. Chaturmas are the 4 most auspicious months in the Hindu lunar calendar. And it ends, of course, in November when we have Kartik Purnima. Now what happens in the month of Shravan? Why is it so important? What is so important about Shravan? There are so many things that are happening in this month, right? It started on Tuesday, last Tuesday. Why is it so important? Shravan Mass, the word Shravan comes from the word Shravan. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Alchanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Shravan says Shravan. In this month, it becomes easier. It becomes easier to attain Shivji's realm or to cultivate devotion. There are times when you're trying to do things, but the environment doesn't support you or the time doesn't support you. During this month of Shravan, there are so many things happening that supports a spiritual life, a spiritual growth. Listen, we have needs of all kinds. From a physiological perspective, we are not short of that. We know how to eat, we know how to provide for the self on a physical level. On a spiritual level, which is equally important, right? This month here, our Hindu Dharma allows us to use these tools, such as the month of Shravan, to enhance our spiritual life and our devotion. And when our devotion is enhanced, our love for God is enhanced, then life becomes much more balanced. In the month of Shravan, the energies of this entire creation becomes very supportive for your spiritual growth. Whatever you do, it multiplies, right? To remember this month of Shiva, Shravanam, to remember the Lord. To remember the Lord, it becomes very, very, very simpler and very easier. So what happens in the month of Shravan? You can do your Abhishekam to Bhagwan or your sadhana. Every day is a sadhana. Some of the highlights of Shravan: tomorrow is Shravan Monday. This year we have 8 Mondays starting with tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shravan Somwar, when people come to the temple and do Rudra Abhishekam to Bhagwan. Right? That we have 8 Mondays. Again, if you would like to sponsor these Mondays and so on, go on our website. Tomorrow we are bringing to you the Alankara Bhagwan Ganesha, 108 laddus. If there's someone who would like to sponsor the laddus, please contact me, because the temple look forward for that. You know, it will be so devotional. And then Friday coming, 14th of July, is Shravan Pradosh, which means it's a Pradosh that falls in the month of Shravan. In the temple here from 6 p.m., we'll be doing a full Pradosh Puja from 6 o'clock. We're inviting everybody to come out. 108 Shank we will use to bathe Lord Shiva. Right? On Saturday is what we call Chaturdasi or Choti Shivratri. Choti Shivratri is the Chaturdasi in the month of Krishna Paksh, in the dark half. So you know, like on February or March we have Mahashivratri. Every month we have a Choti Shivratri as well, a little Shivratri. And all of them add up and it becomes Mahashivratri in February, March. Saturday evening we have puja here from 7 o'clock as well, 7 p.m. to Bhagwan Shiv. Observe fasting during this time, right? On August 7th, which is a holiday, August Monday, or what we call August Monday, we'll be having from about 1 p.m. that day, because it's a holiday, we'll be having the Ekadash Rudram here at the temple. 11 times the chanting of the Rudram at the temple. And that goes into the evening service, just like we did it last year. And then more Pradosh, and then we have Tulsidas Jayanti in August 23rd. We have Naga Panchami. All these things are happening in the month of Shravan that allows us to make use of this time. Not forgetting all the Ekadashi, 4 Ekadashi, 4 Pradosh, all falling in this Shravan. So it is a very holy, holy time for us all. And this runs up to August 30th. And then we are not done there. From August 30th to September 5th, we have our 7-day Bhagavatam Katha. Hopefully, with Bhagwan's blessings and your help, we will do it outside. I don't know. And then on Janamashmi, we have September 6th. So we have lots of time. You know, when you're living the temple life, this is what I call the temple life. When you're living the temple life or the true Hindu life, the days goes by so fast, the year goes by so fast, and at the end of it you ask, wow, where has it all gone? Because every day we're doing something. Do you know that any day you can come in the temple as of present? Any day, including this evening, 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, any day, including Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, at 6 p.m. And you can join in Rudra Abhishekam with the Panditjis. They'll chant the full Rudram and do Gomukh Abhishekam. So it's a time for us all to spend some time with the Lord and allow our devotion to grow. Let us bow to Bhagwan Shivji and seek his blessings on all of you. After we chant this Lingashtakam, everyone will be invited to come on the altar. You can purchase your flowers in the store and come and offer your prasadam and your flowers and so on. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Vande Devam Umapatim Sura वन्दे
जगत्कारणम्
वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वन्दे पशूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम् शान्तं पद्मासनस्थं शशिधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुभोभयदं दक्षिणाङ्गे महतं नागं पाशं च घण्टादमरुकसहितं चाकुशं वामभागे नानालङ्कारयुक्तं स्फटिकमणिनिभं पार्वतीशं नमामि। ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय। बोलिए उमापति महादेव की जय। ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचितलिंगं निर्मल भाषित शोभितलिंगं ब्रह्म मुरारी
सुराचितलिंगं निर्मल भाषित शोभितलिंगं जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिंगं जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिंगं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं
देवमुनि प्रवराचितलिंगं कामदहं करुणाकरलिंगं रावणदर्पविनाशकलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं
सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिंगं
बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिंगं
सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं
कनकमहामणिभूषितलिंगं फणिपतिवेशितशोभितलिंगं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशकलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं कुङ्कुमचन्दनलेपितलिंगं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिंगं संचितपापविनाशकलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं देवगणाचितसेवितलिंगं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिंगं दिनकरकोटि प्रभाकरलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि
दलो परिवेशितलिङ्गम्
सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
सुरगुर सुरवन पूजितलिङ्गम्
सुरवन पुष्प सदा चितलिङ्गम्
परात् परं परमात्मकलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि
सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् प्रेम से बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय. At this point, we invite everyone to come on the altar. Just follow the regular folks. You'll see what they do. And if you need flowers to offer as archana, or you can pick up from the puja store outside. You can bring your prasad and so on at this time. Thank you.
बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम जन्म सफल होगा रे वंदे मन में राम बसाले मन में राम बसाले बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम हे राम नाम के मोती को सांसों की माल बना दे मन में राम बसले बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम हे राम पतित पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता और सदा सुख दाता हे राम पतित पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता सरस हुहावन मन अति पावन राम से प्रीत लगा ले, मन में राम बसा ले। बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम। जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे, मन में राम बसा ले, मन में राम बसा ले। बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम जय जय राम, बोलो राम।
पूरब से जब सूरज निकले, सिंदूरी घन जाए। पवन के पग में नूपुर बाजे, मयूर मंदिर गाए। पूरब से जब सूरज निकले, सिंदूरी घन जाए। पवन के पग में नूपुर बाजे, मयूर मंदिर गाए। ओम मंदिर गाए। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। पुष्प की माला थाल सजाओ, गंगा जल भर कर सुलाओ। नव ज्योति के दीप जलाओ, चरणों में निज शीश झुकाओ। भाव विभोर हो कि भक्ति में रोम रोम लग जाए। ओम मंदिर गाए। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। को लाना, संग सीता जी को लाना, होंगी जय जयकार, होंगी जय जयकार हमारे इस मंदिर में। आना पवन कुमार, आना पवन कुमार हमारे इस मंदिर में। आप भी आना संग कृष्ण जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग कृष्ण जी को लाना। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। आप भी आना संग कृष्ण जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग कृष्ण जी को लाना। कृष्ण जी को लाना संग राधा जी को लाना, कृष्ण जी को लाना संग राधा जी को लाना। होंगी जय जयकार, होंगी जय जयकार हमारे इस मंदिर में। आना पवन कुमार, पवन कुमार हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में। आना पवन कुमार, आना पवन कुमार हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में, हमारे इस मंदिर में। हे राम, मेरे मन राम बसे। हे राम, मेरे मन राम बसे। मेरे मन श्याम बसे, मेरे मन राम बसे। मेरा मेरे मन राम बसे। राम नाम जप लीजे प्राणी, राम नाम जप लीजे प्राणी। कौतिक पाप कते, कौतिक पाप कते। मेरे मन राम बसे। जन्म जन्म के हाथ जो पुराने, जन्म जन्म के हाथ जो पुराने। नाम ही लेते खते, नाम ही लेते खते।
बसे मेरे मन श्याम बसे मेरे मन राम बसे हे राम मेरे मन राम बसे राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम 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 श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राम 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 बोल राम 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 बोलो राम 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 श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम 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 श्याम 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 राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम बोलो राम राम बोलो राम राम राम
Bole Umapathi Mahadev ki jai. Let's practice a little meditation, everyone. It's a few minutes. Please sit upright. If you are sitting on the chair or on the ground, it doesn't matter. Just sit upright. Thumb and index finger touching each other, the tip or the three straight, facing upwards. Relax your shoulders. As you close your eyes, you can take a snapshot mentally of one of the deities and let that image appear at the center of your forehead when you close your eyes. We'll start with some relaxation and consciousness of our breathing. Take a deep breath in with your nostrils and exhale with your mouth, chanting Om. Start. We take a deep breath in once more, very deep. Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukmev vandana mrityormokshayamamritatayam Trambakam yajamahe सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दना मृत्योर्मोक्षेयमामृता त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनां मृत्योर्मोक्षेयमामृतातयो नमस्तेऽस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः. Please continue to close your eyes in silence for a few moments. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरि ओम्. Please open your eyes. बोलियो उमापति महादेव की जय. Let's sing a bhajan to Bhagwan Shiv Ji. शंकर भगवान की जय. तेरा पल पल बीता जाए मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। पल पल, pal pal means moment and moment, every moment and moment after. We have this mouth, what are we going to use it for? Is it to, to gossip? Is it to spread wrong message? Tera pal pal bita jai. To you or Lord Shiva, we use our mouth every moment to spread positive words, but also to sing your glories. What are we going to sing? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya। तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय।
तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय।
तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
शिव शिव तुम हृदय से बोले, मन मंदिर का पर्दा खोले।
शिव शिव तुम हृदय से बोले, मन मंदिर का पर्दा
ओ
खोले।
शिव शिव तुम हृदय से बोले, मन मंदिर का पर्दा खोले।
शिव शिव तुम हृदय से बोले, मन मंदिर का पर्दा खोले।
तेरा अवसर खाली न जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। तेरा अवसर खाली न जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय।
मुसाफिरी जब पूरी होगी, चलने की मजबूरी होगी।
मुसाफिरी जब पूरी होगी, चलने की मजबूरी
ओ
होगी।
मुसाफिरी जब पूरी होगी, चलने की मजबूरी होगी।
मुसाफिरी जब पूरी होगी, चलने की मजबूरी होगी।
तेरा पिंजरा प्राण रह जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय। तेरा पिंजरा प्राण रह जाए,
मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय।
तेरा पल पल बीता जाए, मुख से जप ले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः ओम शिव शिव तुम हृदय से बोले, मन मंदिर का पर्दा खोले। Beautiful song. It's an old song, but it's very beautiful. Shiva Shiva tum hriday se bole. Whatever you speak, do you know that when you say something, and you say it from the heart, it is usually felt by another person. We say it from the heart. For example, if you've made a mistake in life, or you hurt somebody, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, whatever the case is, and sometimes you're asked for an apology, or you yourself, need to apologize or decide to apologize, and you say, I'm sorry. Depending on how you say sorry, the person will either feel it or not feel anything at all. If you say sorry from your heart, listen, I sincerely apologize, regardless of what words you use. If you say it from your heart, right? If you say it from the heart, then it is felt by another person. That person feels it. What are we talking about, people? You know that if you have an animal, a dog or a cat, which is the going thing these days, many of foreigners, West Indian people, people who have come here, most of us probably have an animal, a dog or a cat. You know that when you speak, I don't have a dog or a cat in Canada, but we used to have many back home. In fact, you didn't have everybody, dog and cat, who came to your home was your dog and cat. They'd come for food, they will stay if they like the food, or if they don't like the food, they will go back and come back when they think the food is good. So, do you know when you speak to a dog or a cat in a certain way, they'll understand you, right? If you were just in a mood not to talk to them and say, just go away, you'll see them feel rejected. But the minute you laugh and you smile and you say, oh, come on here, whatever, they immediately connect to your emotions. Similarly, if we can express such sweet emotions to animals or to people, even sometimes that we don't know, and we get good responses or we feel good about it, can you imagine what will happen when we express such sweet emotions to our Lord? This is an ingredient that is missing in prayers: love. Because today it has become very mechanical, right? Very, very mechanical. Prayers have become very mechanical. Because, you're told to do something, you do it, put it there, whatever it is, bow. But we have to, in addition to that, that's very important. The rituals are very, very important. But Shiva Shivatum Hriday se bole. Hriday se. Do it from your heart. And not only Bhagwan will be pleased, but you will feel pleased as well. Bhagwan is happy today, he's happy tomorrow, he's happy every day. Shravan Mas, he's happy. He's happy Christmas Day, he's happy New Year's Day, he's happy especially in January month. He's even happier. The Lord is happy every day. But this is for you to be happy. Shiva Shivatum Hriday se bole, man mandir ka parda khole. But then Panditji, we're still doing it from our heart, but we are not feeling connection. The bhajan is saying, man mandir ka parda khole. Parda means a veil. A veil. No matter how beautiful you dress, if you put a veil over that face, you will never be able to, I mean your face. If you put a veil over that face, the makeup or whatever you wear, then it will not be able to make an impression. You will not be able to express a smile to people, for them to feel better at least. So similarly, the mind has a veil over it. The mind has a veil over it. This veil that we put over the mind, this cover that we put over the mind, is a result of accumulations. Accumulations. We dwell every day in this world, and just like a computer, when you're surfing on the internet and your computer is picking up all these viruses and all these things and stores it, cookies, all these cookies. I think you all know what I'm talking about. And it's stored on your computer. What happened? At some point you have to purge it. You have to purge it. Similarly, we are going around the world, we are collecting cookies too. Sometimes we collect real cookies too. When you come to the temple, we give you rot. That is Hindu cookies, you know that? At the temple, we make them smaller now. Well, we used to Hanuman Jayanti, so we give people Hindu cookies. Anyways, we are going about the world and we are collecting cookies as well. Your mind is left with a whole bunch of impressions. You see something, your mind is just disturbed or feel pleasant about it. So what we have to do, that is called the veil, Man Mandir ka parda khole. So you go and you see all these negative impressions in the world. When you come in front of Prabhu, what do you think is going to happen? Right? The veil of the world will be there. We have to open it out. Shravan Maas is the time. This is the time that we use to open the veil and let the Lord take charge of our mind. Tera avasar khali na jaye mukh se japale namah shivaya. We will never leave empty-handed. We will never leave empty-handed when we go to Shiva with love and with devotion. This bhajan is very beautiful and so many verses, but we have other things to do. Anyway, Shiv Pujan mein mast baneja, bhakti sudhara supan kiyeja. When we do the work of the Lord, it must be fun, it must be joyful as well. This morning we'll do a little katha, not too long, because summer months people have so many other things to do, and a little time to pray. So we have to share your time, and we're thankful that you can come to the temple. This morning we are here to pray with, of course, all of you, but we're here to pray with the Kuntasamy family. About a year ago, Mr. Narayan Samy Kuntasamy, he left this world. And we did his funeral and his shroud and so last year. And this morning we did his Varshik Shroud. Panditji along with Prakash and all the people. Outside they perform the Tarpanam and Shroud ceremony. Early morning, 7 o'clock, in front of Shivji Bhagwan. I wasn't here, obviously, but it was beautiful this morning outside. And I'm sure the experience was very beautiful to do Shroud in front of Shiva. And then they came in here and Panditjis did puja for them, Rudrabhishekam and so on. It's a very blessed thing to do, to observe Varshik Shraddh in the name of our ancestors in front of Mahadev Bhagwan, and they did Abhishekam and so on. So on behalf of their family, we thank you for coming, and they have sponsored Bhojan today as well in the name of their father. And we pray and ask that Bhagwan continue to guide all of them and bless them. The Kuntasamy family and I, we go back many, many years of beautiful relationship. I'm very happy always to be in their company because they cook wonderful food. Well, we cook wonderful food too, but their food is very different. Very nice. They have a particular mango chutney that I very, very like. I don't know if you all bring anything. Prakash, did you bring any mango chutney today? You didn't bring any. It's all right. It's okay. I particularly enjoy that when they make it. It's so nice, different from ours. Less contamination, not too much mustard island thing, but very nice. But it's been a blessing to be in the company for many years. The Mauritius people have a beautiful culture. A lot of it is similar to ours. And it's good to celebrate this very colorful culture in so many ways. So this morning, in their father's name, we do a little bit on our dharma, and I'll speak briefly this morning on focusing on your dharma. Everybody, we have a dharma, and Hindus consider dharma the very foundation of our life. Dharma is the foundation, right? Just like you're in a technology world, you have to have your foundation, your data platform, everything set up so you can now build everything on top of it. Your networking, everything set up, so you build everything on top of it. You're building a home or a temple, you create your foundation, you can build reasonably well on top of it. So dharma is our foundation. As Hindus or people in general, dharma is the foundation which holds us all together. Dharma is the moral law. Dharma is the moral law. We have to have a moral responsibility to ourselves and to others in this world. So it is the moral law. And Hinduism describes dharma, of course, as the natural universal laws whose observance enables humans to be contented and happy. The whole idea of all of this is happiness. You know, happiness is something that you think we can purchase happiness. And maybe some people can. And that's fine for you. I think so too, depending on what the situation is. But the state of mind of a human being is for us to be joyful. You look at a baby, right? And a baby is born in this world. A baby, the only time they're grumpy a little baby, is when they're hungry, or when the diaper is wet, or when they have a little gas or something like that. But they don't understand. They're not jealous. They're not hateful. They're not presumptuous. They're just innocent lying there. And unless they're hungry or diaper is wet or they have some gas, they're usually very happy people. This natural state of every human being is happiness. That is how we're born happy people. But manamandir kap, we go out there like the computer, surfing, and we get all these viruses and all these cookies, and they're built up, they become parda, a veil. The natural state of all of us is to be happy. And wherever I go, yesterday I went to a function, I spoke to the young people there. Anywhere I told people, whatever you do, good, and it has to be good, not bad. Your state of mind should always be happy. That is the goal of all of human beings. Dharma is the law of being without. The law of being without which things cannot exist. Right? That is the very root of dharma. Let's go into some shlokas now. According to Tulsidas. What does Tulsidas ji says? Daya dharma ka mool hai, पाप मूल अभिमान, दया धर्म का मूल है, पाप मूल अभिमान, तुलसी दया ना छोरी, जब तक तन में प्राण. दया धर्म का मूल है. If dharma is the root of everything, the foundation on everything, then what is dharma? Now, you will say, Pandaji, Hinduism is dharma. That's so, that's good. Or we have Satya Sanatan Dharma. Because we associate dharma with a religion, and there's nothing wrong with that. From religion teaches us so many things. Dharma is a way of life. It's a pathway that we have chosen to live our lives. Tulsidas says, Daya dharma ka mool hai. That the root of dharma is compassion. Compassion. Compassion not only to human beings, but to all forms of life. Compassion to life. Dharma is compassion to this creation. Are we compassionate? Not asking you to answer, it's a rhetorical question. But let me ask it. Are you compassionate to the earth that you walk upon, that you drive upon, and that you live upon? Quickly these days we want to do a Navgraha Puja to get rid of our graha. And that's no problem. We can do any puja here. Bhavani Shankar Mandir, you can do any puja here. We can do Navgraha Puja to rid you of all negativities, fine. But let me ask you a question. After you perform that Navgraha Puja, when you go outside, do you care for the earth? We're doing puja that Prabhu, may all the planets be aligned for me. But when we go outside there, do we care for the earth? You know, not too long ago, a few years ago, when you do a drive-through through Tim Hortons, I have to bring reality to everybody because scripture is important, but reality. When you remember that? Those of you who do drive-throughs? When you drive through, there used to be a garbage container there where people used to take their garbage, their old cup, and they throw it in, and they order and they go. Now, Tim Hortons have cut out that. They took that away for, I don't know why. And it is disappointing to drive through now and see people, you know what they do? They take their cup and they throw it in the ground. Right? They take their cup and they throw it in the ground. Maybe they're sending a message that you must bring back the garbage bin. But is that a way to send a message? To desecrate the very earth that we depend on for our livelihood. Oh, Panditji, I work on a computer, so I don't care about the earth. No. All of us have to eat. The tomatoes came from the earth. The carrots come from the earth. Food come from the earth. Rice come from the earth. Wheat come from the earth. Your cars drive on the earth. Are we compassionate to the earth? Earth is our mother. Samudra vasane devi parvatastana mandale Vishnu patni namastubhyam padas parisham kshamassume. The Hindu, when we wake up every morning, we bow to the earth. If it's in your bedroom, even you touch the floor, hardwood or carpet or whatever you got. He said, I'm going to put my foot on you today, mother, who I worship. Padas parisham kshamassume. Please forgive my feet for touching you. Right? This is called compassion. And then when we express compassion to everything around us, including the self, toward the people we live with, and so on, then our being becomes very compassionate. Our soul, our very aura becomes compassionate. Right? Our food that we eat will be more compassionate. You know, there is a culture called the Jain culture. In the Jain religion, if you want to call it a religion, Jainism, they don't eat anything that has root. Cassava, carrots, anything that has roots, eddos, sweet potatoes. They don't eat it because they consider it violent that they have to pull the root from the earth. They consider that a violent act, the Jain people. So they don't eat that. They only eat things that are, you know, their diet is very, very strict. Because they consider it a violent act to pull those things. It's not Nancy's story. You all know this. It's a fact. And for that, you know what Bhagwan has done to them? Bhagwan has rewarded them with a tremendous amount of wealth. Jain people. Any Jain people here today? I got Jain people here. Jain people are very wealthy people generally. Very wealthy. They've built a community that way to help each other. But that's how they express their compassion. No rooting out, you know, but I think we have to be practical sometimes too, depending on where you live and so on. It may not be practical. But daya dharma ka mool hai, paap mool abhiman. What is the root of evil? Paap. Pride is the root of evil. Abhiman. That's not a dharma that we should have at all. Tulsi dayana choriye. As long as life is present, do not give up compassion. As long as life is present, do not give up compassion. And so, we talk a little bit here about Buddha and so on, and Atharva Veda describes dharma symbolically as prithavim dharmam dhritam. This is from the Veda, so it's very authentic here. Prithavim dharmana dhritam. That this world is upheld by dharma. Imagine if we didn't have dharma. If your dharma was not compassion. If your dharma was not peace. If your dharma was not seva. And if you did not have any dharma, then what will we be like? We would be like the animals on the road. The other day, somebody asked me at a wedding, Panditji, why do we have to get married? I said, you don't have to. But if you want to live, you know, the animals, they procreate, they eat everywhere. We have created this institution of Grihastha to bring order in our life so that the world will be presented in a more disciplined manner. We're human beings, we're above that level. Right? Prithavim dharmana dhritam. This world is upheld by dharma. And so, the 10 principles of dharma, I will not go through all of this, but Number 1, this is from the Manusmriti, Satya. Number 2, Ahimsa, non-violence. Brahmacharya, celibacy. Number 4, Asteya, non-desire. Aparigraha, non-corruption. Shaucha, cleanliness. Santosh, contentment. Swadhyaya, the reading of the scriptures. Read your Gita, read your Ramayana and so on. Tapasya or tapas, austerity. And Ishwara Paridhana, regular prayers. Regular prayers. This is called Dasham Dharma Lakshanam, the 10 commandments for Hindus. We have 10 commandments too. Now, the practice of dharma brings perfection. One verse from the Gita. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath
Narayan Vasudeva
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Swe Swe Karmanya Abhiratah Samsiddhim Labhate Narah Swakarma Nirata Siddhim Yatha Vindati Tachrunu Bolo Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath
Narayan Vasudeva
Swe Swe Karmanya Bhiratah. This beautiful shloka from the Gita, chapter 18, verse 45. That devoted to his own duty, man attains the highest perfection. When you're devoted to what you do, I've told you all many times, I'd like to remind you, this board that I have taken, this one here, I have decided to do seva. I didn't decide actually, it was given upon me, right, to do seva. It's to serve the public, serve the people, serve my family, serve my country, whatever it is. It's all serve. Seva. Seva mera dharma hai. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be compassionate, because seva, service, will make me compassionate. Right? When you serve people, when you serve community, when you serve your country, serve your community, serve your family, then compassion will come. Devotion will come. All of you have to have a dharma, my friends. And the dharma must define you. You must find one way. Listen, we have 10 here. Let's go back to this here quick. We have 10. You have to find one, right? This is online, so you can screenshot it later and so on. You got 10 here. Your dharma can be speaking the truth. You can start from today, right? If you have not been doing so, start from today. Ahimsa, you can be non-violent. That can be your dharma. I'm not going to be violent to any creatures. I'm not going to be violent to the earth. I'm not going to be violent to the environment. I'm not going to be violent to myself. Choose one of them and let that be your motto. People must know you for it. when you walk, you must reflect your dharma. Cleanliness, saucham. Your dharma could be. Now, it doesn't mean that you're practicing truthfulness, you don't have to be clean, because one leads to everything else. On that note, next week, Sunday, I'm inviting all of you to come clean the mandir. Next week is our cleaning week. Hello, everybody who's coming. Now, anytime I announce cleaning, the temple is empty. Next week, nobody comes. So next week, this is your home. Just like you have spring cleaning, summer cleaning, fall cleaning, we have to clean. This is your home too. So dress with your, nice clothes and come to service. And afterwards, we feed you bhojan. And then you dress in your working clothes. And we have to clean. We have to wipe. We have to brush out cobweb. We have to sweep. Because this is your home. You come here. You use it facilities. You have to clean it. Next week, Sunday, let us practice the dharma of saucham, which is to clean the temple, and most importantly, keep it clean. We're very proud of this temple. Everybody come here and say, Panditji, the temple is very clean. It is very clean. It's not perfect, but it's very clean. You have to always be suspicious. I heard this from a Swami. He said if you go to a temple and you don't find, flowers and rice, and if you don't smell ghee, and you don't smell mustard oil and deepak and agabati, and if you don't see rice throwing about the place and petals and so, you know that if it's pick and span, you know that there's no abhishekam happening there, there's no puja happening there. But when you come and you see little rice throw away and a flower and you smell ghee, and you know that the temple is doing its duty. Can you imagine if you go in a mechanic shop and you don't smell grease? I wouldn't service my car there. Because I'm not smelling grease. I don't see guys with, or girls or so with grease in their hand and things like that. But you come here and you find a little bit like that, the temple is functioning. But every place needs cleaning and tidying. So I'm watching all of you here right now who came. I'm marking your present, because next week I'll remember if you're here or not. Bole Shankar Bhagwan ki. So Gita says, Swese karmanya abhirata. Practice your own dharma. How engaged is in his own duty, he attains perfection. So it means, however engaged you are, however well you practice your dharma, that is what kind of perfection you will get. Yaha yata pravritir bhutanam, by worshipping of the Lord, who is the source of all beings, and who is all pervading, man can attain in the perfection of his own duty, and they attain perfection. So, whose dharma is better? Your dharma is better. Don't try to do something else that somebody is perfect at. I always tell you, please live your life. Your life, you are the best of you. There is not another you in this world. Don't try, to be like somebody else when you are an original. I always remember the days going back to DVD. Many of the children these days don't know what a DVD is. They don't. You ask them what a DVD, they don't know. But back in the day, not too long ago, when we used to buy DVDs in Brampton to watch movies, the kids were little. So we used to go out every weekend and buy DVDs because we want to see movies and things. We used to buy DVD for $1. And that was good because, it was not original though. Now, Panditji, are you part of pirating? You say, Panditji, you're part of pirating. You are supporting pirating. Well, I don't think so. I have a story for that, but it's not today. Anyways, you go and buy a DVD for $1. Why was it $1? And then you see in a case beautifully wrapped, there is the same DVD sell for $45, $50. That was the original. When you're a duplicate, your worth will always come down. Your worth will always come down. It will be cheaper. Don't be a duplicate. Sing like yourself. Speak like yourself. Walk like yourself. Dress like yourself. Right? Read like yourself. Live life like yourself. Don't duplicate anybody's life. Because there is no other than you. There's not another like you anywhere in this world. You know, and one time they decided to raise the DVD price to 150 and we protested. All the Indian people came out and we said, we're not going to buy DVD for 150, we want it for, and they reduced the price back. When you're cheap, there's always negotiation. People can always tell you how much you're worth when you're a duplicate. So don't become a duplicate. Don't let people put a value to your life and to your class and your quality. Be an original. Don't copy anybody's dharma. And in summary today, the purpose of dharma is not only to attain a union of the soul with the supreme reality, it also suggests a code of conduct which is intended to secure both worldly joys and supreme happiness as well. That is pretty much your summary. And before we go to that, my friends, we want to sing a bhajan this morning as we close our service in memory of Mr. Narayan Sami Kundasamy. May Bhagwan continue to bless his family and may his Atma attain mukti as we observe this Varshik Shraddh in his name. Bole Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Nama Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram तुम्ही हो हे शिव हमारा उद्धार करना. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम तुम्ही हो हे शिव हमारा उद्धार करना. है वंदना के स्वर ये हमारे हे नाथ इनको स्वीकार करना. है वंदना के स्वर ये हमारे हे नाथ इनको स्वीकार करना. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. रची है तुमने ये सारी सृष्टि तुम ही में दी है दे हमको दृष्टि. रची है तुमने ये सारी सृष्टि तुम ही में दी है दे हमको दृष्टि. इतनी कृपा और कर दो दाता हम देख पाए हर कर्म अपना. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम तुम्ही हो हे शिव हमारा उद्धार करना. सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. 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 ओ सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम. बोले शंकर भगवान की. Tomorrow is Shravan Somar, the first Monday in the month of Shravan. We're inviting all of you to come. We start puja at 6 p.m. We have everything on our website, how you can book your Mondays to become Shrotas, and so on. Tomorrow being the first Monday, our theme will be to Lord Ganesha. And we're also offering 108 laddus to Bhagwan Ganesha, all of which will be given to our devotees before you go. in the evening. After service, bhojan will be served to all of you downstairs. Please come on out tomorrow and join us in Shravan Somwar. Again, it is a day that supports your spiritual growth and your upliftment. If there's anyone who would like to sponsor like the flowers and the bhojan and the laddu and so on, please reach out to us. You can talk to me, talk to Sita, she's here, or whoever is here that you know, the regular folks, talk to them and we'll be able to help you with that. So I'm hoping to see all of you tomorrow from 6 p.m. to about 8 p.m. for Shravan Somwar Puja. And of course every Monday. But that's not all. We have tomorrow Shravan Somwar, the 14th, which is Friday. We have our Pradosh, 108 shank will be used for Puja. It's a very beautiful ceremony. We'll have the full Pradosh Puja. And we hope to see all of you here as well. A lot of people would like to sponsor leaves and flowers and so on for these puja. Please see the puja store and they will help you with that. Then we have the Saturday, which is Choti Shivratri. Shivratri. Anyways, that is Saturday, July 15th at 7 p.m. Hopefully, Shivratri. We'll see you Saturday evening as well, 7 p.m. It'll go for about 2 hours or so, but it's a very beautiful setup. On that night, there's an all-night Jagaran here by the Indian community. They're going to sing and pray all night to Mother Durga. I really like their arrangement, you know. Everybody's invited, but I like their arrangement. They start the ceremony with eating, which is awesome. They go downstairs and from 9 o'clock they eat till about 10 or so. And then after that, they come upstairs and they sing till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then they have tea break and snacks, and then they sing again until 5 o'clock. I was here for the last one, and it was very nice. So if you're around and you want to spend the night with them, it's very entertaining. I totally enjoy it. So you can come on and stay if you want to. It'll be beautiful. Please know that August 7th, August Monday, is Ekadash Rudram. 11 Rudram will be chanted on that day, and 11 families will be present and sponsoring as well. So after that, we flow right into the Shivji Puja in the evening. We'll keep you posted on that. So nice to see all of you. We will now stand for Aarti, and after Aarti, Bhojan is prepared for everybody, sponsored by the Kuntasamy family. Please head downstairs afterwards. Yani kani cha papani arakritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu Pradakshinam Pade Pade Om
Jai Jagdish Hare Swami Jai Jagdish Hare Jai Jagdish Hare Swami Jai Jagdish Hare Bhakt Janon के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर कर ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति हर आवे सुख संपत्ति हर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहो मैं किसकी स्वामी शरण कहो मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा प्रभु बिन और न दूजा आस करूं मैं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी कृपा करो हरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विधि मिलो दया में किस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता ठाकुर तुम मेरे स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने शरण लगाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटावो पाप हरो देवा स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ावो संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तन मन धन सब है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण ज्ञान दे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
ॐ तमेव माता च पिता तमेव तमेव बन्धु च सखा तमेव तमेव विद्या द्रविडं तमेव तमेव सर्वं मम देव देव कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्धसाधिके शरणे त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णवन्दे जगद्गुरु आदिदेव नमस्तुभ्यं प्रसीद मम भास्कर दिवाकर नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकर नमोऽस्तु ते नीलाम्बुश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणो महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बोद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयोतमुखं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये वार वार वर मांगहूँ हर्षि देहु श्रीरंग पद सरोज अनुपायनी भक्ति सदा सतसंग सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय गणपति भगवान की जय लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय वांके बिहारी लाल की जय वालमुकुंद भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय माँ जगदम्बे माता की जय, माँ लक्ष्मी माता की जय, माँ सरस्वती माता की जय, माँ नवदुर्गा माता की जय, सूर्य भगवान की जय, सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय, नवग्रह देवता की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा, गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमः पार्वती पते हर 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 महादेव शंभु। ओम द्यौः शांति अंतरिक्षगम शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपः शांति ओषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांति विश्वे देवाः शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगम शांति शांतिरेवः शांति साम शांतिरेदिषु शांतिर्भवतु। ओम शांति शांति सर्वारिष्ट शांतिर्भवतु। बोलिए शंकर भगवान की जय।
Please be seated and stay for arti. And prasad will be given at the door when you're going out. Please head downstairs for bhojan afterwards.